Hi everyone! In today's video, I would like to share with you my authentic experiences with meeting my twin flame and what that really felt like. So when I met my twin flame, it was a series of coincidences. And I say coincidences, but we all know that that was the universe bringing us together. We actually started working together. So there was no real romantic connection at the beginning. And there was no intention whatsoever. I mean, I don't know how it happened for you, but for me, I was quite blown away by the fact how quickly I fell in love with my twin flame after working with him for many months before that and not really feeling anything, romantic towards him. But I have to say that throughout the months that we were working together, we developed this incredible connection between us. And this connection, thank God, is still there. And, it's that connection where you talk on the same level and you have the same thoughts and you create the same answers for the questions that you might be asking. So when we strategize together, it's this incredible feeling of just knowing what the other person wants and what the other person means. So we've always been very close, but never at a romantic level. And then what happened is that one evening we went for dinner, and as we did many times before that, but something was different. And the connection between us was different. And I still can't understand, when I look back, just how quickly things changed. And I'm talking about space of a couple of hours where our relationship has grown from work-related relationship to this incredibly strong love relationship. And the level of transparency that we had together from the very beginning is also something that I've never experienced before, where we would just say what we felt without thinking of the consequences, knowing that he was married or he is still married. And I'm a single mother, so it's not like we are both free and able to do whatever we want. But for me, when I look at my twin flame, I don't see his skin color. I don't see the age gap between us. I don't see the physical being in front of me. All I see is this amazing soul that is talking to my soul in the language that my soul understands. And thank God, my twin flame feels the same. And, he used to, when at the very beginning, when we used to go and have meetings or, when we'll meet for dinner or just a cup of hot water and lemon, and he'll look at me. He'll never actually look into my eyes. He would always look somewhere like here, third eye kind of. And I remember that I used to get quite frustrated with that because, from an ego point of view, I've never experienced that before. Everybody used to look in my eyes or at my face, or something. but not kind of pass what's here. So this was pretty new for me. And me being me, I kind of asked him about it the one day. And the response was exactly what I've just described now, is that when he looks at me, he doesn't see me. He doesn't see the human being in front of him. He sees the soul that's inside. And for me, that was the most profound thing that anyone has ever said to me. And the fact that our soul opens up a universe is such an incredible gift for us that are on this amazing journey through self-discovery and finding self-purpose, that I just want to say that no matter how painful this separation is, I feel so blessed for having to experience these intense feelings towards this person that I'm very proud to say is my twin flame. And I just want to say that everything that you hear and everything that you read about and all the studies that are done on twin flame relationships, you know, the fact that the journey starts so quickly and everything changes very rapidly in your world is really something I want to agree with. Because for me, within space of a couple of hours, I was suddenly unable to be free of this man, but in such an amazing way that I've never experienced before. You know, there was never judgment from my twin flame, and there was never a misconception and demands and disrespect. Whenever my twin flame spoke to me or is still at times speaking to me, I feel such love coming from him. And for me, that is really something that I feel very blessed with. Because having someone that looks at you and understands you the way you are is such an incredible experience to have on earth that I wouldn't change a single second of the last 2.5 months. And the love that I feel for this person is really an intense feeling of just wanting that person to be happy. And there is no, how can I say this? You know, there are no demands from my side either. I don't need him to be with me to feel this love towards him. You know, I mean, the incredible synchronicity that we felt right from the beginning of the journey, when we were together or when we were not together. I mean, I've experienced these immense shakings, you know, where my body would just go through these shakes and I would literally have to stop and allow them to come and experience them and then let them pass. And that was generally when my twin flame was thinking of me. So I would eventually have to ask him, you know, please, can you stop thinking about me? Because I really can't manage. I'm just going to the shop just to do ordinary shopping. And here I am in the middle of the shopping center, shaking uncontrollably. And there is nothing that you can do with that feeling. There is nothing that you can do to minimize the experience. You just have to allow it to happen. And I remember the first time I felt my twin flames energy. And there we go. There goes the shaking again. These are like these electric shocks, and I'm glad that you could experience it with me, because these really are these incredibly strong senses of energies just being exchanged between these bodies that are nowhere near each other, and yet it's such an intense feeling. And I remember that that the feeling of the energies between the two of us being exchanged, I used to feel it in my right hand, and I still do. Obviously, it's a little bit less now because we're in separation. But and I don't know who is trying more to avoid it, him or I, you know, because as soon as you feel that energy coming, obviously all you can think about is your twin flame, and it kind of absorbs whatever you're doing at that point. But I remember the very first evening when I lay in bed and you know, my twin flame and I were talking, and I remember this feeling. It literally was like this energy ball just rolling in my hand, and little did I understand what it was at that time. I actually thought that it was me feeling my twin flame's hand touching me. And only much later, when my twin flame and I touched hands, did I actually understand that it was the energies between the two souls just flowing freely, you know. And that was really the most incredible feeling I've ever experienced. And it's such an intense feeling. Then whatever you've experienced before, where you thought that you were in love and you found the right person in your life and that was it, you know, and you had the pink glasses, nothing can compare to what you feel towards your twin flame and the experiences that you have with your twin flame. And when all of these happen, it becomes very scary because, you know, I don't know about you, but I certainly built big walls around me to protect me from getting hurt anymore in life. Because in my 35 years of life, I've had a lot of people hurting me, and I've experienced a lot of hurt and disrespect and abuse of every form. So I decided no more, you know, that's it. I'm going to be on my own and I'm going to be totally happy and super protected. And when my twin flame came, it was like he just took this magical sword and just took all my walls down. And I suddenly couldn't guard myself in front of him. So my fears started to come up. And I obviously started feeling overwhelmed with the feelings that I had towards this person, because I didn't expect to fall in love again, and let alone on such deep level. So if you are in a twin flame relationship and you're just at the beginning of it, and you're feeling very scared and overwhelmed, and you feel like you're not sure if you can do this, trust me, it's all part of the journey. But you can do it. And it's beautiful. You know, even the fears that are coming up, and now more than ever, while we're in separation, I wouldn't change a thing, because the fears are there to teach me, and they're showing me the person that I am and the person that I really want to be and the things that I need to work on. So all the intensity of the feelings that you have between you and your twin flame is there for one reason only: to enhance every experience you have during this journey. And the love that your twin flame shows you is the true and unconditional love. But you have to learn to turn that love into self-love and turn the love that you feel towards your twin flame. You have to turn it inwards so that you can experience that love for yourself without having any condition. Because the only person that can give you unconditional love is yourself. Everybody else will have a condition tied to their love. And I'm probably going to contradict other twin flames now and the people that I've listened to their videos and, you know, that are writing about twin flame relationships. But unless you are this super healthy twin flame relationship, you still have condition tied to your love. And the condition is wanting to be with your twin flame, wanting to love the person that makes you feel the way they do. And it's hard not to. I mean, we are human beings. So when we feel this immense love for someone, it's only natural that we want to share it. So when we are unable to share it and we have to turn inwards, that is when we learn and discover what true unconditional love for yourself really means. And I am on this incredible journey right now, and I'm discovering what it means. And I can tell you that the pain that I feel is still as intense as it was at the beginning of the separation. And I know that it's still very raw and very new. So I'm not expecting this feeling to go away. But, you know, every time I feel that I'm doing okay and I'm managing this better, I wake up the next day and it hits me all over again, you know, and I wake up with this really heavy heartache, undescribable heartache, and this feeling of being completely helpless, because you are at this stage. If you are in twin flame relationship and you are going through a separation stage, you are helpless, because there is nothing that you can do other than go inwards and really work on your own self. There's nothing that you can do to make your twin flame to come back. There is nothing that you can do to change the circumstances that you've met under. You know, change the circumstances around your twin flame or around yourself. There is really only one option, and that is for us to work on ourselves and give the love that we feel for our twin flames to ourselves. And it's easier said than done, trust me. So if you are battling with it, it's okay. You know, I believe strongly that everything happens in the right divine time. And when we are truly connected to who we are, and when we feel the love for ourselves and we can channel the love upwards to God, and we receive that love back, that is when we have learned the lesson. And that's when things will become different. But until then, let's be gentle with ourselves. Let's not push ourselves too hard. Allow ourselves to feel the emotions that we do. And just be grateful, guys. Because not many of us have experienced this immense gift of having a twin flame relationship experience. So for me, I will never be sorry for meeting my twin flame. And as much as I'm hurting right now, I would not have changed a single second that I had to share with my twin flame. And I hope that he feels that way too. But if not, that's okay, because that's part of the journey, I guess. So be gentle on yourselves and allow yourself the time to process what is really happening during this process. And allow you to experience it step by step, exactly as you should. Don't rush anything. And don't avoid any of the stages, because they all are there for our own benefit. So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have, please subscribe or find another video of mine, and I hope to see you soon again. Just feel that divine love towards yourself, guys. You deserve it.